Hello and welcome to the Alchemical Tarot. We have some clouds in the sky today, so we'll see what this shows up as in the cards. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards today, and then I talk you through the cards, and then I do a quick meditation to take you through, and I believe it's important to integrate the energies. So it's just a quick one. We have 3 cards already today, and we're starting off. I said that the clouds, I often find the weather sort of mirrors things in our lives, and so we have here a dark scene with the 5 of Pentacles. And this card is asking us right at the beginning today, where are you playing a victim? What is it that you're feeling? Where are you feeling in your life that life is happening to you, not for you? Because we see these people here sort of stuck in their plight. They're feeling sort of stuck out in the cold. They're hurting, they're in pain. And yet if they just turned around, they would see a beacon of light, an anchor of hope, and some kind of support system. But they're choosing not to. They're choosing to walk past. Now, obviously, this might raise some ideas for you of the church, and it doesn't feel safe, but this card isn't representing that. It's representing what is safety for you, what is security for you, what is help for you, and could you turn your attention to it? What would give you that sort of anchor of stability in your life right now? And it doesn't have to be financial. It can be, you know, if the plight that you're feeling is sickness, dis-ease, or maybe it's in a relationship. When we're talking about Pentacles, we're talking about the material world. So it can be anything that's showing up in your reality at the moment. Where is it that you're feeling that things are happening to you, not for you? So this card's asking you to consider that today. Because there is a wealth of opportunity out there for you. We have the 10. So we have gone from the 5. I don't know if you can see that at the top there, that Roman numeral, number 5. We've gone from the 5 to the 10. And here we have a very different picture. We have an abundance of material wealth. We have an abundant scene. We have a richness. There's a real sort of sense of generational wealth here. We have the grandfather, we have the parents, and we have the child, look in the background too. So this is a very different feeling from the 5, where the 5 feels sort of left out in the cold, stuck outside of society. And here we have a beautiful sense of the interconnectedness of all things, with all the generations here together. And I talk about the interconnectedness of all things because the 10 has been lined up in a certain pattern, and that pattern represents the tree of life. It's a Kabbalic system for mapping consciousness, and it kind of describes, it sort of aims to describe how we got here, how life on earth happened, how things come from God or source to the material plane. And it describes this kind of journeying through these energy centers, and how the energy gradually takes on more and more form until it hits the material plane. And the material plane is number 10, the 10th Sephiroth. And so here we have the number 10. We're at the end where life has taken on pure physicality. So it's also asking us, this card, with the tree of life represented in the Pentacles, it's also asking us to think about, in our material world, where can we get back in touch with God, with Source? Where can we understand that there is just so much more to this life than we can ever comprehend? And where can we have gratitude and excitement and joy for our time here on earth? It is a miracle. There is so much abundance if we turn our attention to it. And here we can see the grapes. Can you see the grapes there in the corner? They take a long time to come to maturity, to fruition. The grapevines take a long, many, many years to grow. So these pentacles, they're not necessarily coming overnight. Many people think with manifesting and with the cards that when I show the cards, that's it, we've got that today. What I'm asking you to do right now is tap into the energy of it, so that you're layering that into your consciousness, into your subconsciousness, because it's my belief, it's from those subconscious levels that our reality presents itself. This superficial level of quickly reading a card and think it's coming in, that I don't necessarily believe that's always the case. But I do know that if we can tap into these frequencies and layer them in, we're setting sort of rocket ships of desire, as Abraham Hicks would say. We're sending them off into the universe, and it's going to boomerang and come back to us at some time when the stars align. So let's sort of today cement in that sense of overwhelming abundance, of health, of vitality, of love in relationships, interconnectedness with our family, with our friends, with our loved ones, and financial security at such a deep generational level. Lovely card, and a lovely progression from that 5 to the 10 today. And then we have the 4 of Wands. What a celebration. So it leads beautifully on. It leads on beautifully from this 10, really celebrating the joy of being alive. There's so much. I talked about the stability, the financial stability of this 10. And here we have the stability in the number 4. The 4s talk to us about groundedness, bringing, we can see almost like these shoots of, it's like the 1111. For those of you that do sort of angel numbers, we can almost see these shoots drawing heaven down to earth. Whew. And what if it was? What if you could draw heaven down to earth? This card is saying, what would that look like for you? Let's celebrate that today. Let's feel into the fertility and the abundance of our ability to create a life here on earth, and celebrate that. Look at the joy in there. And there's people too, all joining in this celebration with you. And I also see it as like a portal. There's like a gateway here. What is it that you're about to step into? I get a sense with this card of you leveling up in your consciousness, in the way that you see life, in the way that you're bringing heaven to earth. That's coming in for you today in this card. So see if you can bring this to a grounded level. There's one thing to have all these sort of flighty ideas. Where can we really ground ourselves in that feeling today of experiencing so much joy and having so much to celebrate in our lives, no matter what is showing up on the outside? And of course, when nothing's showing up on the outside, you know, this may well be your present situation. And so if you are willing and able now, I'd like to ask you to close your eyes. We're going to do a short meditation on these cards. As I said, I like to bring those energies into your body, to sort of bring this energy into our space here in the physical reality, and layer our subconscious so that that desire can go out, that frequency can go out, and the like frequencies can be attracted back in for us. So close your eyes, and today I want you to go into your mind. I'd like you to have a little explore of your mind and just ask yourself the question, what is it in my life that I'm playing victim to at the moment? What do I feel is happening to me? And maybe you're feeling a victim of poverty. Things are hard right now. Things are really hard. You can't see how they could possibly turn around. Where may you be playing a victim of in a relationship? Maybe you feel attacked by people, or persecuted by people, or people are giving you a hard time. Where do you feel that that's happening to you? Or maybe it's disease. Maybe your body's not working the way you want it to work, and it's not feeling the way you'd like it to feel. Where do you feel this is happening to you at the moment? And where can you just, in a moment, let that go? And turn instead to a sense of security, a sense of strength, a sense of an anchor that's going to provide you a safety line, it's going to hold you fast, it's going to hold you secure. And that safety line is in your mind, your mind's eye. And that mind's eye is going to turn whatever you're feeling sorry about. And I want you to think about brightening up your future, brightening up your expectations, brightening up your thoughts about life. Where can you see a window of opportunity? Where can you reach out for support? Whether that's within your friendship group, within your family, and if you don't have that available, is there a community that you could reach out to? I do have an online membership community that I'm a member of with some incredible healers who offer and do incredible work. And if you're interested in that, then I will put the link below. This card's asking you to do life differently, to see things from a different perspective. Do not feel left out in the cold. You are not alone. Turn around and take the help. And if you feel there is no help at all, then tap into that anchor within your own soul. Find the divine light within you. We are all divine beings. Find that light and hold on to that. And it might be dark right now, but follow that light. Because the Ten of Pentacles offers us a very different perspective. See if you can now draw that sense of light down into your heart and tap into a sense of overflowing abundance now. Generational wealth. Wealth that you can share with all your loved ones. And a sense of vitality and life. This can be feeling well again. What would you do differently in your life if the pain had gone away? Whatever that disease may be for you, if that's speaking to you at the moment. Just take your imagination there for now. Create a life, create a feeling of all of the pains dropped away. You're now just enjoying life to its fullest. And if this is love that you're looking for today, feel that now in your heart, in its fullest, in its maturity. Knowing that these things can take time. And we do have the time. But right now we can visit it in our mind's eye and feel that now. And in that space, I just want you all to open your heart a little bit wider, to be open to receiving. Many of us are very good at giving out, but we don't have enough self-worth to allow ourselves to open up to receiving all that love, all that abundance, all that beauty, all that peace, all that grace in. You do deserve it. Feel it now. And now move to a state of celebration, excitement. You are going through a leveling up process. Your consciousness is evolving. We are all evolving. Feel into it, the idea that your consciousness is rising and you're stepping into new territory. You're stepping through a portal where life becomes much more joyful. There is much more stability and groundedness, where you're able to draw a sense of heaven down to earth. You can draw the goodness down and feel that within your body and within your mind. Tap into that now. There is so much to celebrate. There is so much here to be grateful for. Put a smile on your face if you haven't done already. And then gently, gently, you can come back into the room wherever you are. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, and you can come back to the room and open your eyes. So quite a story here, and I think it's quite an interesting story because it's showing very much the beauty of these cards, the tarot, for its ability to help us turn the story around. Even in the most even when we have the dark clouds around us, even when things can look dark, it's within us to turn it around and find a different perspective. And as we find a different perspective within ourselves, things have a habit of turning around. And we see that progression from the 5 to the 10, and then to the joy and the celebration of bringing all this abundance down to earth, feeling the gratitude, feeling the lightness and the joy in our lives. I hope this got you off to a really good start to your day, or middle of the day, or evening, wherever you are. I hope that this has lifted your heart. Enjoy.